Hey everybody, and welcome back to my Deadman challenge run. So we slept, we did our 7 hours, woke up, ate a tin of food, and slept for another 5, and just waiting out the day a little bit. And as usual, it's been a tiny amount of time, probably this time about 2 weeks since I did my recording, so I am really unfamiliar with what we were up to. I did try and just watch back a little bit of the video, just to familiarise myself with what we were up to. But yeah, I might just quickly, we must have picked that up somewhere. I wanted to see, we've got 25 pieces of cloth. We're actually pretty heavy. Probably don't need that many pieces of cloth. That one's researched. Nothing else interesting here. Just gonna poke my head out and see what's going on with the day. Listening out for wolves. Wondering if I hear rabbits. It's kind of foggy and not very nice. We might need to go check and see if we've got a fire striker. Maybe wait till the day warms up a little bit when we're on our way out. Might go and investigate down on the ice a little bit and just see if there's anything left on the deer carcass that the wolf left there in the previous episode. Might a bit more visibility there before we try a few more things. Let's check out what repairs might do for us here. That's the only thing that's really low. We've got lots of cloth and we're in the land of cloth, so because of that we might just drop those completely, chuck a repair into this. Only gets us up a tiny amount. Probably just no, we'll wait on that just a little bit. So what else can we do productively while we're here? We could look through our gear. So I've been thinking a little bit about what we should do, or what we could do ahead of us. We could go to Desolation Point. The only point of going to Desolation Point though would be to forge, and we aren't currently carrying a hammer. We left the hammer in Fallen Muskeg at Spence Farm, so I need to try and have a look around here and see if I can find one. There's a couple of places we can check. If we found one, we might make it a little bit more useful to go to Desolation Point and get some more arrowheads and stuff. I think we still have all our 8 arrows that we made. We haven't lost any yet. Touch wood. We're carrying a bunch of random things. Do a little bit of this. I do want to try and get to the middle of the day before we head off. I wonder if the fog has cleared at all. I mean, that might make a little bit of a difference. We can. It's still a little bit cold out here for a dead man. I could do a little bit of wandering, but I wouldn't want to wander far. We could make it to Misanthropes, but again, I wouldn't mind that fog just lifting, so might just go and warm ourselves in a bed for a tiny bit. Chance that it will try and blizzard us in. Actually, I know what we can look at. We should check and see. Do the dice roll and the bed roll. Would you look at that? 100% bed roll. It's a little bit of joy right there in our day. Now we have a bit more niceness in our day. Apparently we're still too steep. Let's just see if we got a fire striker perhaps. I can't even remember if we even own one. I don't think we do. And it doesn't look like we own one yet. It's got literally nothing for us, not even any feathers. Right, so we don't really want to sprint that much, but I would have thought there'd be a deer carcass out there from the last episode, but all I can see are the wolves. I guess they were hungry that day and they ate it all. So I think we need to also consider about what could we do to get maybe some wolf hides on the go. Do we risk going toe to toe with the wolves? How do we make that work for ourselves? We're getting a little bit cold out here too quickly. I probably need to get a rig on. We just eat one of those just so we're not worrying about it too much. I might just try and get into Misanthropes and warm up before we this is going to make us get cold. Oh, that was well and truly off base, but come on. So hopefully this doesn't lure a wolf in to create some mayhem for us. Heard some noises. I think it was just the creaking of the house. So I did lose a little bit of condition there outside in the cold. Let's warm up by looting the place. Did I miss? There's a couple of things in here I should just do methodically. So I'm also trying to think about what we've made it to the 30 days now, so what is the purpose of this run? What goal are we going to try and set ourselves? Is it to try and get to 40 days, 50 days, 60 days, that sort of thing? Or is it, just to strike out into the world and just keep going until we, perish? Which, could be this episode, could be next episode. I think especially as we start to get a little bit more blasé about it and push our luck a little bit, it's probably more likely that the game is going to take some level of revenge on us. So far this is a pretty empty house. Maybe I need to do what I did last episode and say, give me another pair of socks. Well, I need them, and I need to repair them pretty soon. I should wish for things more often in this game. Apparently that's all you need to do. I don't want to wear that out. The long dark gods will exact their revenge one way or another. Let's just drink that right now. Definitely going to be heavy here if we do this too much. Okay, well, we still need to warm up. We chuck a repair into these before they rot away to nothing on our body. 54%. We might still need to chuck another one into it later as well. Just do that with the knife because I don't want to waste too much time. Just in case we've got company while we step outside with meat in our pocket. Just drop it here. Where are we out of the wind? Not here, that's for sure. Is this a Maglens day? It is a Maglens day. What do we got? I don't really want to waste that if I don't have to. Okay, that piece of reclaimed can go on there. So not much in that house other than fresh underwear, but we'll take it. Nice warm, fresh well, it wasn't fresh underwear. It was old and used, but it was warm. And that's the main thing that matters. Should I drop? What have I got in the way of teas? Actually, I should drop those. That's more the go. You can go there, why not? 9 minutes. Right now we can get enough things to prep another one, or did I do one of them to warm up somewhere? How is our torch situation? Yeah, we're alright I think I don't need to worry too much about that. Okay. What is it like out here when we're back in the wind? It's a pretty good day. I think we need to do some stuff. So we will... Oh, hang on. We'll drink that. We'll pick that one up. I'll just take a peek. So I see the bear over there. Very glary day. So we do need to go back and check on our deer hides before too long. Do you see a wolf out here ahead of me? Hiding against those rocks a little bit. Okay, so I think I see at least 4 wolves, 5 wolves sort of in front of the Quonset. I don't really feel like I need that rope. I don't really need that ragged down vest either. So I don't have any bait on me, so I can't really try and be playing games with those wolves. Like if those guys are out on the ice, I wonder if Quonset is relatively wolf free. Probably should have really been carrying a torch on me rather than off that fire. I thought we were going a short distance, but probably should have got one of them off there. To be honest, I didn't want the weight, but now I'm actually overweight anyway from all the other stuff I've grabbed. I think we're just going to round trip our way back towards our other fishing hut. Consider this a fuel run to try and get that stocked. Get that one stocked. Okay, so there's a deer over here in front of me. Won't hunt that one just yet. I really just want to loot all these. Just scanning every side for wolf activity. Could try and drive that guy into town, but oh jeez, he's just standing there. Oh, think we're all good for those, but we might store it. Alright, so it feels like it's getting a bit windy. Yeah, does it ever? Oh, that's quite cold. Might have to think about a fire in this hut just up ahead. Just keeping an eye out for some fur friends hanging out in the wood. I think Turkey calls it the wolf sort. Got one over there. Two over there. Come on, headwind. Alright, so we're not too bad in here. Did our tea get cold? It certainly did. Normal interloper. Now, can you light these with the... You can light those with the mag lens. Quick warming fire. Warm our tea again. Okay. That I would have thought will get us into the positives. Pretty sure we got a bunch of water. Just warm enough. So there's two there. And there's a deer through that way. Yeah, getting exhausted. I'm sprinting into a headwind. Some coffees we can make. So we had a couple of bits of fishing tackle. Won't last us too long though. I hear a deer get taken down somewhere close. There's a deer being chewed on really close to me somewhere. Probably just the other side of those logs, I'm gonna guess. I shouldn't have drunk that so soon. What I really need to do is warm up a lot quicker. Oh, you're right there. Hopefully there's just one of you. In the wolf sort. Back off a little bit, find his range. Well, he'll die somewhere. Let's go get warm. Now, something I never do, because it's probably never the right one to drop, is you can drop them from that menu, but I never do it. So I think I got a good hit into that wolf. I mean, I saw blood. I'll need to go inspect for a blood splatter on the ground. We're actually getting a little bit exhausted, so maybe I've got another set of coffee. I'll think about using that coffee. I just really want to get a little bit warmer. You know what? Let's get a little bit more warmth than this into that. Could even try and put down the bedroll and have a little sleep, but I'll just do that for a bit of warmth for the moment. Okay, there's quite a few wolves between me and where I would consider home. I probably just... Well, there's my arrow at least. Sprint myself away from the wolves that want to eat me. Because they're coming. 4 of them are coming right at me. Which means, how big is the one that I'm actually holding? Did I only grab the... Is that all I grabbed? No more decoys. Definitely didn't hit that other one. You know what? We have a heap of coal many places. Yeah, let's get in here. No rocks to try Turkey's trick. Damn, I probably should have slept. You know what? We'll just we'll drink that coffee. Not really on top of my game in ways I would like. Four wolves in close proximity on Deadman. How do you lure them in and kill them safely? try eating that. Leave a small piece. Okay, so both two are coming from me right now. 3 are coming for me. 4 are coming for me. Oh, broke off because I went inside the hut. They're getting confused. They're acting all weird. What if I drop that? Pick it up again and reset everybody. Oh, hang on. That was closer than I thought he should be. Not sure that's going to do me any good. Oh, hello. You got close quickly. This might be a terrible mistake. Partly because I can't hear the footprints over the fire. Oh, right there, okay. Okay. They are getting very confused and spinning around, which is not good, not fun. I can't say I'm a fan of this activity that's going on right now. Oh man, they are right there. They get quite close quite quickly. Are you a real wolf? Or are you the dying wolf? Alright, this is getting weird. I think I'm just going to leg it back to one of the huts and sleep through the night. So now everybody's trying to follow me. I'm nearly exhausted, which is not fun. Just making sure I don't get too many other fans along for the ride. He's broken off now anyway. That was a bust. Well, too exhausted. I was going to try and still lure in. There's a different friend over here, somewhat attracted to our predicament, I think, now that the wind's blowing the other way. Someone's running at us from in the distance. We're getting so exhausted. And I think this will affect our bow skills, so okay. I think I'm actually going to leave the bait alone in case we've been luring some other friends. Might have been a good meal, but I really just need to get inside. And in fact, we'll get that out. And we'll come out when it's warmer and actually try and take care of that wolf. And maybe try and look at luring in some others when they're not doing this whole spinning around in circles business. Right, we are taking damage on both cold and exhaustion. Didn't really do this very well. Still have some stems and some birch bark though, so not the end of the world. Alright, we'll get in here. Quickly jump into the bed and have a quick snooze. It's going to be hard to sleep through the entire night. Sleep for 3 hours and just see if we've got good light and still weather when we wake up. Nope. It's an aurora, so I don't think we'll go outside and try and do anything with any wolves. We already checked this toilet, didn't we? Not that we really need any more cloth, but no point hanging onto it. Up to 16 degrees. those others are actually pretty good, but 0.3 degree out of that. Oh, that's right, we hadn't finished repairing these as high as they could go. Oh, mending level 2. Alright, can we get ourselves a bunch of sleep now? There's nothing else we can do, I think, that's useful. Wow. Guess we could read for 2 hours? Now it's too dark to read. Got an hour in. Break one of our arrows, harvest that up. Now we can probably just about sleep our full contingent. See, I'm not a fan of how the wolves were acting on the ice there, just spinning around on the spot. I don't like it when they're unpredictable in broken-ish ways. I think we're going to have to eat our other pork and beans. Sounds horrible out there, so we'll just sleep a tiny bit more. Alright. How are we doing weight-wise? I feel like we must have dropped a little bit. 33 kilos out of our well-fed bonus 35. So we still had some stuff on that. Guts and hide. 45 calories. 12 minutes. We'll just leave the gut here. Probably. Probably going to be still quite miserable. Creaky, scary noises. Burnt most of our sticks, so it's worth picking these up, but I don't think we want to spend much time out here. It won't be doing our clothes any good, just be out in the wind and the snow. So just at the time of me recording this, there was some they released some news about the story mode. Should I just harvest that? 120 calories though, like we're running a bit low. I don't know if that's really what we want to invest our time in. Just checking if there's some sneaky food we didn't consider properly. Alright. Need to warm up still just a little bit more. Probably not going to be nice out just yet. Did really want to get back to the fishing huts, but now we've got a wolf hide we need to try and get. A deer we want to get some more meat off. So some fog to contend with. Wolves that want to be spinning around in circles on the ice to freak us out. Did want to do some fishing, and that's a fairly low risk activity, so hopefully this lets us get this skin. Can we drop? What did we have? We had one of those. We drank the others, did we? Half litre of water on. Cook a tea for the warmth. That will burn off in the time it takes us to get the hide, but we'll just wait for that. That's not what I wanted to do at all, but let's do it with a knife. I wasn't sure on the time we had left on that, so just do it this way. Probably actually just going to eat that piece of venison that we left. It's because we're a bit short on the calories. There's that rabbit just there. But I think we're going to make a run for it shortly. Drink that. We'll just take that torch. That'll be our torch to probably skirt around instead of cutting through the middle. I tend to feel a little bit safer cutting up over jackrabbit and back down the other side than and just cutting through the middle in the fog. Nice temperature with the torch. Definitely checked in that one. Did notice I was a bit out of rocks before, in the hope of distracting wolves and whatnot with them. Might be able to just cut in front of jackrabbit here, just keeping an eye out for wolves that spontaneously pop in. Let's grab one of you. Ah, there's a deer right there. I heard footsteps. If I could scare you either into a wolf that's going to be easy to take or send you over towards my fishing hut, that would also be a good move. I assume he was barking at the deer. Oh, I don't want to get caught. Ahead. There's a couple that side. There's two right there, okay. I didn't go over Jackrabbit then. Apparently they're not very interested in the deer though at the moment. So what I would really like is to scare this deer back towards that fishing hut and be able to kill it right in front. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to throw past him enough. That might be too far in front. Is that past him? Yeah, that's what I want. So hopefully this ends up being a scenario where he doesn't just run away again. Need a cattail for the nerves. Thankfully we're not cold currently. Damn. So he's going to run off and die somewhere I don't want, more than likely. Don't die on a hill. That is not the hill you want to die on, my friend. Oh well. So he's run off with my arrow up this hill. No blood trail to be seen. Don't even hear it. Well, it was a nice idea. Didn't really work out. Sort of hoping the heavy hammer's in this car. Think it's normally in the back if you find it. Oh, some extra calories. And nothing else. Well, here's hoping we get to find that deer. That would have been pretty nice if he just had the courtesy to just die really within a nice harvesting distance of our home and our fishing place. Yeah. I did say I did want to do things like drop some more fuel off here, didn't I? Keep that on us. Drop another 5 of those. A good little stash there for the moment. Well, I think we're going to get ourselves inside in the warm, and we'll call this the end of the episode. Now one of these is meant to be the better bed, and I never really remember which one is which. Is it this one? I don't know. This one offers 6 degrees warmth. I'll check what the other ones in theory are later. But alright, so I guess it's the 33 days survived. Day 35 as far as that's concerned. Yeah, we just kicked over the carcass harvesting 4, cooking's 4, fire starting's nearly 4. Archery is almost 3. Our mending I think ticked over as well while we were doing some stuff. And yeah, I'm still kicking along, we're still alive even despite having some fun with the wolves out on the ice. Yeah, we'll I'll do a few little things like have some rest, etc., and we'll see you in the next episode.